after the actual shooting, I went through a process. A lot of people won't be honest because their image would be up. They've been through the actual experience, but I went through a portion of me actually being afraid and experience because I was hurt physically. I was hurt bad, so I was afraid and I wasn't comfortable with being afraid. And the only time I wasn't afraid is when I was actively involved in actually looking for somebody connected to it. You look at the bushes. When I see the bushes, I look through the bushes. The paranoia from the experience of actually being hurt heightens your senses to everything, the possibilities of things happening. It shifted me. It's either when you get hurt that bad, either your fear consumes you or you'll become a bit insensitive and you'll start to approach the problem instead of run from it.
The book is really about fear and overcoming fear, isn't it? And I just keep thinking fear can be quite good. You know, I don't want to stop myself doing silly things.
You can have a slight paranoia that helps you be aware of situations, and even in the 48 Laws of Power that Robert wrote, there's some things in there that you might feel like are evil, but you need to be aware of them because someone else's intentions might be very well what that law of power is. You know, so like when I got a chance to talk to him, we even brought it down to the perspective of a person that's in a staff meeting that is watching someone else raise their hand to answer a question that they know the answer to. Then that means that person deserves to be ahead of you in life because your fear of being wrong at that point is not allowing you to create your value in the workspace.
Man, what's good, everybody out there in YouTube land? I am your homie, your brother K Doze, and this is Master at Delivering Excellence. Hence the May 50 Cent turns fear into power. Let's master excellence. What's good, YouTube land? Welcome to Master at Delivering Excellence. Let's talk about 50 Cent and what he just said about turning his fear into power, which is really deep, right? Because a lot of us, when we think of fear, we don't think power, right? We think the exact opposite. So we look at 50 Cent's circumstances in his life and how he was raised, and he was shot 9 times. Now that's a near-death experience. I don't know how many of you out there has ever experienced near death. I don't know how many of you have been shot. I don't know how many of you have ever even seen that type of violence in your life, right? And maybe you might not relate to that, but you might relate to the fear of failure, the fear of being wrong, the fear of the ridicule you may receive because you tried your best to achieve something and you did not achieve it. And the haters out there, oh, those lovely haters, right? They will be so quick to ridicule you, put you down because you tried and failed. When their fear has paralyzed them from the pursuit of happiness, from the pursuit to their goals. 50 Cent got shot 9 times. And you hear him in the video, he says that it made him a little more paranoid, like the example that he used. Instead of looking at the bushes, he's looking through the bushes, right? And that's how he turned the fear into power, because the fear of that ever happening to him again, being ambushed and being shot 9 times, the fear of that helped him to gain better senses instead of crippling him and paralyzing him from living his life. I love the example he used about you being in the office or in the classroom or wherever you are on a daily basis, and another person raises their hand to answer the question when all the time you have the answer. It probably came to your brain before it came to the other person's brain. But that person deserves to be in a more advanced level than you do, because your fear allowed you to not raise your hand. That very moment, you probably lost a promotion. That very moment, you most likely lost a client. That very moment, you have an opportunity to say something, but your fear paralyzed you from doing so. So now, the thing that you feared the most anyway, which is probably failure, happens anyway. So what's the moral to this? 50 Cent says, turn your fear into power. Take the risk. Take the risk, because the outcome may be you may fail, but guess what? It's a very, very big chance you might not fail. So what's it gonna be, guys? Let's master excellence like 50 Cent did and turn our fear into power. I'm your homie, your brother K-Doze, and this is Master at Delivering Excellence. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you also follow us on Instagram. And please let us know down below on what other videos you want to see us talk about right here on the Made TV channel. We appreciate your attention, and remember, it is our goal to deliver to you excellent content, excellent people like the homie 50 Cent, so you can achieve excellence in every aspect of your life. Peace and love. Master excellence. Let's get it.